Hey, founders. Happy Friday. I am curious. What's up? How has your week been going? And more importantly, when I ask that question, I am seriously hoping that your bottom line is up. And that's what's up today. Hey, you know what? Today's topic is all about profitability. That's why I start off my video like this morning. Oh, profitability. Don't you find it is a word that is somewhat overused, a little redundant in the business community? Everybody throws it out there, but we really have attached very little significance or understanding to that word. And that's really what I want to bring to you today. I want to break down what is that word profit? Like, what is it? And why is it so important in your business? So, in my former role as a lender, way back when, it feels like a lifetime ago, I had the great fortune of meeting with countless founders and looking at their business plans and looking at their cash flow statements. And unfortunately, many founders were not aware of the difference, the nuances between the gross profit versus the net profit. Now, for some of those that did understand the difference, tragically, I found that many founders were always proud of, and I don't want to diminish that, I'm not taking it away from them, but they were proud of the fact that they were breaking even. And quite honestly, again, we're in a society where we've got break even analysis, right? We're always talking about breaking even. And I believe that's to our detriment. So here are four different factors that I want to weigh in on as it relates to profitability in your business. So first, let's actually just talk about the difference between gross profit and net profit. Gross profit is the money that you make after your direct costs are subtracted from your revenue streams. So the formula is revenue minus direct costs, those costs that are directly attached to the products or services that you sell, equals gross profit. And ironically, it is usually that gross profit that most founders are boasting about or talking about at networking events, right? If you ask someone, hey, what's your profitability look like? Most founders are going to talk about gross profit because that is where there's actually money, right? That's where there's a positive outcome. Now, net profit, on the other hand, is gross profit minus all of your operating expenses or indirect costs, those fixed expenses that come due regardless of whether or not anything gets sold that month. That is net profit. Net profit, it's the end of the road, right? That is it. Now, I just want to make sure to remind you that net profit is after you've accounted for a fair founder's salary and your income taxes. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, why net profit is so important? Net profit is actually what goes over and fuels a document called your balance sheet, right? Your balance sheet is like your net worth statement in business. It's got a list of your assets, a list of your liabilities, right? Credits, debits, and then your equity position. So that net profit actually fuels that equity position because it gets held in an account that is called retained earnings and what I lovingly call your emergency fund. Net profit fuels your emergency fund. Net profit is what allows you to weather economic storms. We have to start building up our net profit to ensure that we've got that emergency fund. And if you don't have net profit, you are not alone. In our experience, over 89% of founders are generating less than a 2% net profit. And we know that this is an issue because when COVID hit, the government had to rush in with packages, right, to bail us out. That's because we didn't have that emergency fund stored up. Now, in addition to emergency funds, net profit will allow you to accelerate your debt repayment. It will allow you to invest in new assets. It's what grows the equity position of your business. And subsequently, it's what grows the value of your business, both short term and long term. That is net profit. It is not greedy, opportunistic, capitalistic. It is what ensures your survival in business. Okay. Point number three, net profit is where your impact is felt. So I left off on not greedy, not opportunistic, not capitalistic. If you want to give back to the world, if you want to make your community a stronger place, that comes from net profit. Net profit is what fuels your donations, your charities. It's what allows Jim Pattison to go build hospital wings. That comes from net profit. You might even desire at some point that you're going to take your net profit and start up your own foundation to champion causes that you care about. That comes from net profit. So the fourth piece here, and arguably most important, is that you have to plan for net profit. It is not the happy circumstance at the end. Now, unfortunately, this might be you. It's usually 4 months after year end when a founder will look at the statements provided by the accountant to unfortunately realize that the business did not make the net profit that it was hoping for. If you want net profit and you actually need it, you have to plan intentionally for it. This is the work that we do. This is the cornerstone, our flagship program, Financially Fierce Formula. You have to budget backwards with the end goal in mind and bottom up, which is that net profitability. It becomes the first thing you budget for, and then we work our way up. You have to plan for it. So that's the bottom line, friends. The bottom line is profitability is your lifeline in business, and you have to plan for it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. It's Taunya signing out, but reminding you, you've got to know your numbers to nail them. If you found this valuable, I'd love to give you more tips. Every Friday, I'm here throwing out some financial intel and insight to hopefully blow your mind and, more importantly, build that bottom line up. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week. Bye for now.